It's going to just put DK1 and then you can like Ember here, and I think it's fine.
You want
stuff to find the backline.
Templar assassin.
Sure.
Select your heroes.
Feels pretty good in my eyes for C9 in this game.
Tower's going to be very vulnerable. You've got an Enchantress that can rotate. The Phoenix can be there, and Shadow Demon Clockwork from the boys on G2IG. Like, it feels like that can be very difficult. So the map's going to be very open. Then that can help a TA get Roshan, and then we see once you've got an open map with traps everywhere, it can be a little bit more frustrating. So I do also favor the Cloud9 draft slightly, but I think I prefer the G2IG draft more than what they had, at least in last game. But I still like Cloud9 draft.
We also get the curveball coming from the puck as well. So see a few little cheeky ones coming through from Nothing to Say as we're getting one at the moment as he's walking towards the room.
Между небом и землей.
It's fun to watch him like. It seemed like he was trying it, honestly. I don't know. Maybe not. I mean,
no.
He's played it.
Yeah, so breaks. They will. So right now, slight advantage to G2IG with some of their movement. With those overprotective wisps as well. Great position to be able to stop any sort of gank.
Recently, is this? Are we now seeing the mid lane DKs go for the fire drag instead?
A little bit. I mean, I think this is just another one of those games where if they wanted, kind of like last game, hold on, so you're going a little bit deep there, especially considering that they're all hanging around there with that observer ward. Like, what are they going to do if you go later is my concern, right? Late game Phoenix, insane. Late game DK, insane. Late game TA, insane. Like, it's very concerning. Even Fishman's going to turn into a carry eventually, and kind of want that, especially going up against JT if it gets to the later stages, right? All that pure damage is going to do a ton. And they
feel like you could say the same.
Sorry, they picked the Wind Ranger into the enchant as well. Like, that's another concern for mine. So, like, he's going to just offensively dispel you quite a lot. And even if it gets to the later stages with JT going into, like, let's say an Axe, you can dispel that reactive armor just with your enchant. X-Nova, he had 3 stacks of the Shadow Poison, but
I know the ins and outs of that team. I just can't reveal who the problem was.
Absolutely. We've got the DMs.
Yeah, I do. Top lane, first rotation, we're going to see the Enchantress start to come through the portal. And they've got a wave that's already prepped to dive. X-Nova's also used the banishments, and they're not going to have this defensively for Monet. Roka will try and TP and then they'll offer some assistance. And after they're stuck inside the tower range, Monet's going to be able to find the finishing blow with the power shot. Should also live to tell the tale unless Fishman unable to break grenade, and that will be the case.
Nicely done. Getting that little turnaround. Yeah, it sucks giving up the first blood. They might even give it away through.
Not going to be in a position where they can defend it. Another creep wave's going to come out.
He's needing to be very, very cheeky.
They're going to stampede for him.
Well,
cheeky is what he's been, but it's not going to will it? I mean, he's playing on a knife's edge. Nothing to say, might take out of the 5 health. Gonna look for the deny phase. I mean,
they protected their tower too. Like, that's a pretty big move, just to be able to get that rotation away. Oh, against the regen rune though, so even though he's sitting pretty low, he's happy to go for this dive onto Bobacut. He's just going to die slowly. One more Fiery Spirit. Dodges it, I think. Oops. Alright. Couple of little wins going G2IG's way. It's that individual prowess that we were talking about, but it just delays the inevitable. Tower's still going to go down.
And still the lead over the DK in the park, 14-1500. So,
lots of unavoidable damage. Blade Mail feels pretty godly, especially considering like he's maxed out Retaliate on DM. They're not going for kills in that lane, so the fact that they were even able to, have him be assisting in one is a big bonus.
We've got Kataomi mid lane. Second kill, maybe? They're gonna miss some of the damage with the spells being off the mark. Kataomi tries to get the dive away, not to the low ground, but I know he's there. Jukes over to the right side. Kataomi tries to dodge the blood grenade. Okay, he will go down. He takes a long time to get the kill, and is that going to give them an opportunity for anyone else to die? Doesn't look like that will be the case. So finally, they get something.
Oh God, if he got away from that, I would have absolutely lost it. That is just knowing every little intricate juke point, every rip the party with the shadow poison.
Oh, the TA game, and you have all this map, and it is going to continue to go away with ease.
So not only are you cheeky with those cogs, not only are you going to be losing towers, not only are you going to be losing Roche, you've also, you can just see what he's got coming down the way. Aghanim Shard coming through. Amazing game for the Aghanim Shard. Not only are you resisting a lot of the
are we in desperate time where someone is going to be out? This time it's on the Enchantress. Then fit to maybe help them close the distance on some of the reinforcements. DK is here. Fishman is making him work for the kill. I wasn't able to jump over the top. Falls down the clockwork. The Boko unable to escape, especially with the Breed Fire being on the mark. So we're 1 for 1.
Just took a long time to be able to take him down there. That's his third racer, and he's got the Seeds of Serenity as well. I hate seeing him go like casual raindrops, but he's rushing into the Solar Crest, both to enable his team, further the Roshan taking potential, deal with. And JT, you are dead, my man. This is not what I was expecting coming into this this series. I was expecting a lot more close than fought, maybe a 1-1, probably slightly favoring Entity because, not Entity, Cloud9, because of their recent game history, but feel some kind of take from that.
Probably learned a lot from that as well, right? I mean, they're going to go again at the Enchantress. They are a little bit closer, but this time what needs can be here with the damage that was maybe lacking for them to blow them up and then stop the reinforcements for firing a rebuttal. Let's see if they can re-control their triangle, though. Potentially a bit too late.
I mean, that was coil and focus fire for a position 5, though, with 4 heroes rotating. Obika wasn't involved just because he wasn't there and he doesn't have the rocket flare skill.
But nonetheless, he's been really happy with what he's been able to get out of the map. Like, they are already starting to occupy right next to the T2 tower, and we see again, this is without the age advantage. Maybe they're actually going to try and make the attempt on someone A. Potentially happy with forcing out some reactions, which they will get. Fishman's going to be locked inside the cloaks, and they will try and do his best to turn here with the focus fire, but the damage is still lacking until JT gets involved. Coil will snap instantly, catch Omi. Always has a threat of the supernova, and they will not continue to go for more from G2IG. So the tower kind of protected again. I don't think they were really trying to force it there from Cloud9.
You still use focus fire, you still use dream coil. I suppose they've got the option which is inside of his ancient camps farming. He's got the Aghanim Shard now right at the 15-minute mark, and he's halfway towards the Desolator already.
Well done. They fight to break out around top with Roshan being there now, and then wanting to clump up and take the T2 tower, but that vision is gone. Watson is a little bit isolated. They are starting to ping him. Hookshot's going to be online. Refraction back up in a couple seconds, but he's already got the blink away, so Watson's finding out with the counter. No one tries to get the jump over the top. DM without the blink dagger, though, means there will be no more follow-up. And this is very deep. Previously, they've only been getting kills on supports. This time, it's on a juicy one. We'll see what the Timber Sword's able to do. These strength heroes, they can go down incredibly fast, and now Watson steps up. Watson! What is he doing? They're already dead. There was nothing to be had there. Watson, and honestly, 3 heroes at Cloud9 give a big opportunity. Now Fishman as well, he gives another opportunity. So, I mean, you had a 6,000 net worth lead, and now that's going to be cut down to potentially 2,000. Cloud9 giving them signs of life here for G2IG, when if they played this flawlessly, this could have been potentially 25, maybe 30-minute GG, but, I mean, this is now 2,000 deficit.
Fishman's, I understand, at the very end there. Like, he was just trying to get something out of that engagement, and he nearly took out the tier 2 tower on his own, so...
JT bottom, supernova, oh my god, Kata Omi. Solo kill.
Solo kill, and you speak the man, and he appears. Like, this is what I'm talking about. Like, if they were fighting with Kata Omi, by all means, go for that deep dive, right? Like, he had the Sunray maxed out, he had the supernova available for himself.
No dispels at the moment.
Watson's not there, so he's going to go for the dive.
Look at the silence before the dive away. Not going to be able to do so. JT with an aggressive charge into the middle. Always pretty decent as well into multiple members. Can the lead start to get the AoE damage? It's going to push with the blade mail. forced to disengage. Now with the Stampede, gives some time, especially for Watson to close the distance as well, as the main damage source shows up, gets to kill onto the Timber. It looks like with the rest of G2IG, we'll have to get away. So just a little bit short on potentially getting that extra control, getting rid of Kataomi to start the fight, and maybe it looks a little bit different.
Maybe it does, and I really feel like the only thing stopping them from going down and getting towers now is just waiting for Watson to get that Desolator, right? It takes a little bit.
Can you say? Wants to get away, but no one has pursued.
Good positioning by the way.
Yeah, he's going to be forced to try and jump in with a hook shot to protect him. Meanwhile, Watson on the other angle. Look at the silence and the damage. Watson, he actually stepped a little bit too far forward. Grenade gets rid of the refraction straight away. Now he's gone. Supernova's in a great spot. X-Nova can't enter, and meanwhile, you are just stuck inside the river for Monet. So Monet will go down. It's a 1 for 2, and Kataomi trying to catch up to X-Nova, but he's going to go to the north instead of towards the eastern side of the map.
You just see the difference, even just with Kataomi being there, right? Like, you've got the smoke.
Just what I've been waiting for.
You want to play around
One
that.
of my favorite, just going to pop DM, doesn't get the initiation, but the damage coming from the team by DM. Almost going to be brought down, but he's okay. Now for Boka, stuck inside the middle, nothing to say in some danger, but the Wolf Storm's going to land. They should be able to deal with the
Great egg.
beautiful location of the Supernova. They cannot address it. All they can do is just split away JT to the west, but they can hunt him down. There's going to be no escape for the Timbersaw. Watson and Cohen hot pursuit. Meanwhile, no one. He also was able to catch up to X-Nova. JT actually will be able to get some further distance away. Maybe they're just going to leave him. Feels like will take a little bit too long. So he will escape, but again, no one. He was able to catch up to the secondary support. And back to mid they go. But yeah, I mean,
Right, like he was able to pop everything, right? Blade Mail used. It's a lot that you want to start on. You want to start on Kataomi with these fights because you saw how impactful he was.
He's up with no one who doesn't really have anyone nearby. Look for the BKB TP out, and really no way to address this, so no one's going to be okay.
To get away as well. A bit of a solo kill here is Kataomi onto Paul Bobica as he flaps away.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Portal 2 to help the boys out.
He doesn't have BKB, remember. Oh, he just got clipped with the Shadow Poison, so no Blink Dagger. Able to join the rest as DM. They want something, and well, they'll take it, even though it's just X-Nova. Worth it at this point if it's going to open up that bottom side of the map. Take all outer towers, and maybe they could wait for the next roach. Maybe they wait for the Torment.
They are. High ground, it's gonna be the call. Cloud9. How much to stop them? Half duration of the other Dragon form. But the Dark Troll Summoners as well to work with. This tower's gonna fall fast.
Ooh, I was about to say they found nothing to say. He's hanging around on the left-hand side, so they know there's no puck. JT is going to walk underneath a ward as well, so they know he's inside the jungle. No Timbersaw, and that's where they're going to go. Out of the burst damage is coming from.
Agents is on himself for 20 seconds. They're going to try and deal with the Dragon Knight. Instead, look at the Sunray bonus health, and now with the egg placed in the low ground, they got to get out. This will at least give them time to reset. Again, Aegis out in 10 seconds, so Watson will get some regen up, and maybe they want to feel like there's an angle to go back.
Razor healing Lotus through to the people that were in danger. He's almost finished up that Scythe of Vice. Yeah, right now he's got enough to be able to get it. Just 27.5 minutes in.
Oh damn, he's so farmed. He's so.
So apparently.
Oh, it's actually going to jump over the top. Wanting to try and deal with the valuable Shadow Demon support, but meanwhile they let the clock work, so they'll go back and finish him. The blinks have already been used, unfortunately.
Might be getting to the point where you just buy a gem on Cloud9, right? Like, just don't give them any vision outside of the base, because if you can't jump the backline, what are you supposed to do on G2IG? Like, you really never need to put yourself in a position to get gone on. If you're Phoenix, for example. I think Kataomi is still like the staple part of their entire team fight.
On cue when you said that, the changes for the gem, so Fishman just got that picked up. I don't know who's not driving it a little bit of time, in fact, his smoke reapplied once again.
Give him all the vision possible. DM really good. Putting himself out there, realizing how beefy he is at this stage of the game.
He didn't get the jump over. Well, JT didn't latch onto the tree. Now they need to just blindly jump in to protect him. Except it doesn't even buy him enough time. They want to try and turn it into a super. It's not in the greatest spot to protect it. And the 1-8, he's just going to charge in the middle as well. But he's got to respect the damage from Watson with the MKB. He's almost gone in a couple of seconds. Banishment will not save him. Watson, chances gone. Turns in nothing to say. Watson, there's so much more damage up, but will finally go down. And now with JT off the back of the buyback, they should be able to get some revenge. Stampede is actually still available for them to work with, and no one will scurry away, so it's 3 heroes that go down.
Going the way of the Shadowed Bat, so we should be able to claim it in about a minute's time when Watson's up. He has a long, but the stage of the game that it needs to get to for X-Nova to really feel and just have a huge amount of AoE damage, break that pipe instantly so that you do at least get within half
back live. Auto into the waiting hands of G2IG, which maybe gives them a bit of an opportunity. This is 50 seconds without time.
I knew that Roshan was pretty much guaranteed to be on the bottom side of the map at that stage, and just walking down there solo felt like a bit of an odd choice. We'll look to maybe keep their heads in and see what's going on, but they're taking pretty quickly themselves with Monet's doing a pretty decent amount of farm himself.
Lucia's banner onto JT. Age is going to be given over to Monet.
Dire's middle tower
Looks like he has to.
Nothing to say, is able to get into that Aghanim Scepter, then with all of that damage, one step in the wrong place, you're dead. He's got nothing to be able to save himself.
The mid lane, onto JT, but X-Nova's going to be there. So the banishment to try and protect him. Silence going to be worn off. The counter's still going to be there. DM finds the opening. Hex is also onto the Rune Ranger. They just lose the agents without a response. They need the puck to hold them into place, but a defensive Supernova kind of counters the coil. Ultimate's expended between either side, but still, you're pretty happy with that for Cloud9. You get the ages. Now you do not have this slight advantage.
With all of that extra vision provided with these TA traps. Be able to do so. Yep.
Oh, look at the burst potential. We went to the aggressive banishment accidentally. What's it? Maybe what's it doesn't matter. Look at the more damage output. When he tries to get back to the high ground, it's just alive. The MKB from Watson. They will respect them still nonetheless. I mean, you got the kill into the puck. You're not going to try and dive up on the high ground, but man, we just see Monet.
The evasion pierce, you've got blade mails, you've got retaliate coming back the other way. It's pretty devastating, to be honest. Even just going for, pretty rarely that you don't see Centaurs going the Stampede cooldown at level 20. He is all in on the retaliate, even going for the talent for it.
19,000 lead, and maybe this will be the fight then. Smoke on smoke, nothing to say once again. It's going to be caught inside on X-Nova. A little bit too late to get there with the banishment. Now he puts himself in the firing line. Tries to enter the fight. It's a decent amount. They almost get the Phoenix before the egg, but it's just not fast enough. It's able to troop down to the south, but unfortunately, DM, he should be able to lock onto JT. Do they want to continue to try and hunt the Timber Sword down, though? JT, another round of the Timber Chain up in a couple of seconds. We'll make it up a little high ground. Game slow in pursuit. Everyone else is starting to funnel towards him, JT. Considering they're turning Monet as well, waiting in the trees. How are they going to enter this though? Monet tries to go for Watson, but Watson is like, buddy, you are not winning this fight. Just run back the other way. Don't even try it. It's DM now. It's like, okay. I mean, you can attempt it. Blade Mail, retaliate, very cool stuff. It's not going to matter in the end. It's Watson deep in the blink. Katsuomi with the north. The pincer is there. Cloud9, it's just incredible stuff from them. A 5-man wipe, you just lose the Enchantress. Well, the team fights look so easy for them.
Understandable. I mean, they were going for a pincer move of their own. It's just nothing to say got caught out about 5 seconds too early. I think that could have been a drastically different one. It just wasn't caught at the very beginning because Phoenix was in their sights. They would have been able to burst down Kataomi. Yeah, just not quite able to synergize together, and I feel like that's been the case the entire game, right? When was the last time we actually had a legitimate 5-on-5?
Dire's bottom barracks are under attack.
I feel like it's been one of the big critiques overall to G2IG. Being able to be on the same page. The case once again, full set of barracks down bottom. Mid, that glyph is only going to slow them down.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Little creep alive there in the base.
Dire's middle barracks
In the back door, they have to be concerned about. They're actually got kills.
middle barracks has fallen.
Get away. As they try to bring it does break onto Katsuomi, but they don't have the damage.
Top barracks.
That 1-8, it's just a full set of barracks, top and mega creeps now online as well.
Megas, they don't have reactive armor for another 40 seconds, so now that you actually do have Wind Ranger back, that you don't feel confident in having anyone going onto the front lines.
Let's see. Shut wanted to a lot of damage on the Enchantress as well, but 1-8 is gone. Oh my god, where'd he go?
Nothing to say, he's gone.
Team's going to be able to catch up the puck. They're all dead. And this game is over. It's been over for a long time as well. Cloud9. But like you were saying though, this team that played against G2IG in an online tournament leading into the Roots International, they were able to get a 2-0 victory. And that is the case